Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew V. Hints here, aka the Clock Match. I'm here with my wife,
Shannon, aka Cosmic Banks.
So, some sad news concerning this video. And this is, you're probably seeing this part at the end of it, or however we decide to edit. I forgot what we discussed.
We'll probably do this in the beginning.
Yeah. Now my headphones acting up, but we'll fix that in a second. We were having a plethora of issues. All day yesterday filming episode 10, and we were filming and my PC shut off and we lost all the footage. I tried to reconstruct the files to try to get it back, and we got the visuals back, but not the actual, like, our audio and everything. It was kind of jumbly, so we couldn't, it was unusable footage, and we had great reactions throughout this episode. Yeah. We didn't get to finish the last 2 minutes, so we just kind of went back a little bit just so that we can just watch the end of it, even though we did see the big reveal at the end of this episode, which was very upsetting. So if anything, in the discussion section for the review, which is mostly what this reaction is, we will just showcase our faces from yesterday's.
We can at least give you that much while we're talking about it and like kind of going through it. So
yeah, we can at least show you some of our reactions visually. There won't be any audio from it, but we'll be talking over that footage, and we'll show you what it is. We are upset about that, and we are sorry about these technical issues. We have made some changes to try to preserve footage in case we lose power or there's some connectivity issues. We've made some changes in an attempt to rectify that. So yeah. So anyways, let's get into this. We'll watch the rest of this episode, and then we'll just talk about how we felt about the episode. It was a really great episode. So yeah. All right, let's do it.
Hank! Look, this is all very touching, but we gotta get out of here. Oh, Beast, you gotta cut down on those snacks, pal. Come on.
Yeah, this part we already saw, guys.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Boys along with us.
Yeah, this whole part was wild.
I'd still like to know what Wolverine wants with a hologram.
Weird. Wolverine using his head and Beast going berserk?
We was roasting Jubilee too.
I was even saying that, like, oh, this dude's dad or someone is probably a mutant.
Yeah, Shan was making predictions about this. All right, we didn't see the rest of this.
Edmonton, Alberta. Real name.
Yeah, it was
it cut off right here.
Yeah.
Braden Creed.
Like, exactly here.
I'm not like him! You are not my father! You are not my father!
Okay, temper tantrum.
You're not my dad!
Sounded like you needed that parental guidance.
Oh God, he's having the trauma.
Understand why we must part. Carry my love with you always.
Oh,
Honey, I'm so glad you're all right.
Why does this suck, man?
As for you, how can I ever thank you, Dr. McCoy? This is a beginning.
Dang.
Yeah.
Poor Hank.
Okay, well, at least we can talk about the episode now. So yeah, this is I wonder if we're going to see them again still. I wonder if we're going to see Creed again. I don't know if he'll ever show up again.
I would assume so, because I mean, you just had that big reveal, and like, why would they just not have him show up again, you know?
Well, we know that group is either not going to be a group anymore, or they're going to just change leadership.
Yeah.
Like someone will just take over, because like groups never just disband. Like,
yeah, not like that.
Not like that. Like,
yeah, though a lot of the time, like, I study a lot of cults, by the way, for reference. A lot of them, if like their leadership gets corrupted, a lot of them will either have someone else step up and run it their way.
Yeah.
And it goes like a completely different kind of way.
Yeah.
Or they kind of split up into
factions,
subgroups.
Yeah, little groups of people who have their own ideas.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, oh, pick your side.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's like even in a less serious tone, even like Pokemon Team Rocket, when they split up canonically, In the games, if you look at Black and White and you look at some of the other games too, if you play Pokemon Soul Silver, Team Rocket they expanded and they got new leadership.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point in Soul Silver, in the storyline, Team Rocket was already disbanded, the original Team Rocket, and they were done.
Yeah.
And then we got a whole new, leadership.
Yeah.
New, expanded group. They still taking L's, but still, everybody was still, they were a bigger organization at that point in Soul Silver. So, this is what happens with a lot of these groups, anyways.
Yeah.
So, but to recap the episode, so you can see our reaction, it was a very crazy episode because, and I think it was probably one of the best episodes this season because we got to see more of Hank, which is what we wanted.
Yeah.
And which is why guys, you don't realize it actually hurts me so much just trying to do this because I really wanted you guys to see that reaction. That was one of our best reactions to these episodes. We were just,
it was really
a roller coaster of emotion, and you can see our faces. We were crying or almost near tears because Hank was questioning his purpose as a mutant and, I guess hating himself and hating the fact that he was a mutant because he wanted to be with what's her name with
Carly.
With Carly.
Yeah.
So we there was this internal conflict with him, and we got to see that. And unfortunately, again, we can't keep talking about the fact that we lost the reaction and the audio for it and everything. But at least we got to salvage the footage. You can see our faces during all of that. And it was a roller coaster of emotion, but we got to see him. We got a more Hank-centric episode, and we got to see that.
It's very rare that we get that, and you get to see him in a more, I guess, for lack of a better word, human kind of sense. In this, in the way that he's just doing what he does best. And it's just he's being a scientist, he's being a doctor.
And trying to help this person who can't see.
Yeah, and then accomplishes that, and in the lieu of all of that, forms a bond with her, and she forms a bond with him, and just saying I'm a mutant, we can't be together, and her literally just saying, oh, I don't care, I really don't care.
And even still too, because we were making predictions throughout the reaction that oh, what if she sees Hank and doesn't like him?
Yeah.
And she recognized him by his aftershave, and she recognized him, and she's and it was a line that was just so cute. It almost brought me to tears. Mm-hmm. Was when he, they were trying to tell Hank that he shouldn't be there because his presence being a mutant and her dad not wanting him there. And, saying how, wanting him to see stuff. And then she's saying, you were the first one I wanted to see.
Yeah.
You were the one I wanted to see. That was just so touching. And it was just that's how when you truly love somebody, it doesn't matter what they look like, because the minute that she got to actually see Hank, because obviously she knew that she could tell that, he wasn't fully, well, he's human, but she couldn't tell that she could tell that he wasn't a clean skinned human in terms of he don't got no fur.
Yeah.
And that he looks like a traditional human. He's a mutated one. So it's she could tell that he had fur
because she
touched him. She had physical contact with him.
He said something along the lines of can't even remember what exactly she said. It was something just because I'm blind doesn't mean I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what's going on in the world. Yeah. And then immediately when she could first see, her first thought was you're beautiful.
Yeah.
She had no judgment.
Yeah.
She already loved Hank without seeing him.
Yeah.
And then
even when Alec made a joke about it, was
what about me?
It's I was what about me? And she was oh, but you're not.
So she's you're all right. You don't have soft fur like Hank.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was made for him. They were made for each other.
She was just she already formed that bond with him, and she loved him as a person, so it didn't matter what he ended up looking like.
Yeah.
She just didn't care. And she's just looking at the positives, and it's oh, he's nice and furry and cuddly, and all right, let's go. I'm here.
We're not going to question. I don't want to think about it. All I'm going to say is Hank is human, so it's fine. He's not human.
Yeah.
Because we would be questioning things there, but he's human, so it doesn't matter.
Just because his name is Beast doesn't mean he actually is one.
We're not going to think. We're just going to move on from that one there. Yeah, we're gonna move on from that one there. But I wonder if we're actually gonna see her in y'all know what I'm thinking about. Anyways. I wonder if we're gonna see her in 97, but more so, I wonder if we're gonna see her in live action because we saw Hank in live action.
That's true. Yeah.
So I wonder if we're gonna see her or any. I don't know if she's gonna be a remaining love interest.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know if she's like in the comics at all. I'm not sure. If
That I don't know. I have no idea.
If it's a reference or that was something they just did for like the show.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think it's a good thing because like even looking back at like when we reacted to Fantastic
I was gonna say it with the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they do a lot of this blind
Why
stuff.
do you always got? But I guess it makes the point
Love
more
is
across
blind.
though. That love is blind though. No, for real though. It
Yeah.
kind of sets the point. It kind of makes the point on
Yeah.
a more literal sense that like here's a person that cannot see you.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that blind people don't have taste, bro. Because like I've seen like I saw this one thing where this blind person was saying that they do have preferences, like, and not everybody's fully like totally blind. Like some people can see,
Yeah, most of it like
shadows and shapes.
Like from my like research on it, most people that are like legally blind,
yeah,
can't like aren't the type of blind that you can't see like anything at all. There's like so many different kinds of blindness.
I found that was actually more rarer.
That is,
that like like total blindness was actually more rare than partial blindness or limited sight.
Usually it's from my very limited research. It's like there'll be a lot of like just nothingness.
Obviously, fact check all these things yourself. By the way, I have to make that clear for YouTube because I don't want YouTube to take this.
I'm not trying to educate anybody on anything. I'm not
sometimes
an expert.
YouTube, like the YouTube will, if they analyze a video, they'll just like put a bumper on it, like if this is not medical advice or something.
Yeah.
If you start talking about medical stuff, so just do your own research. By the way,
but like some people will see just like a tiny little dot that is like blurry, or like it's just blurred in general, or just there's different kinds.
Some people have seen like shadows where they can just see shapes.
Or
and depending on the light in the area. Like if it's a lot of light in the area, maybe they'll be able to see certain shapes and outlines. So, but the whole point is that like these two blind characters cannot fully see this person, yet they formed a connection. So they're like, listen, I can't even see you. So why should I judge your appearance when all that, all I care about is, I hurt my, all I care about is your heart. Like, how well do you treat me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you make me feel good? Right? Do you make me feel happy? Like, and it goes to show that even in relationships too, though, even for people who can see, like, I feel like sometimes we all get too caught up in
looks and
visual. Like my wife and I look completely different than we did when we met each other, but I still love her all the same as if I met her on day one. That's what matters at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. Like, because you have to really think about this, guys. Like, you could be in the best shape of your life. You can be at the peak of your life when you meet somebody. And if you plan on being in a long-term relationship, whether you're married or not, you're just in a long-term relationship. You push a distance and you go 30 years down the line, 40 years down the line, if you're lucky. Some people are not that lucky, but if you're lucky enough to make it more than 30, 40 years in a relationship, let's just say not necessarily married, but in a relationship, you may look better at 80 than you did at 60. You might look better at 70 than you did at 20, but you might look worse. Like you might gain a few pounds, you might drop a few pounds, you might have more bags and wrinkles in areas, but you might be tighter in others. Like your face might be more tighter, but your arms might be flabby. Who knows? We don't really know. Like, but the point is, your appearance will change in some way, shape, or form, for the better or for the worse.
But appearance only goes so far.
It only goes so far.
If someone has a good appearance but a bad personality, you're gonna be bored for the rest of your life. That's not going to fulfill you. No. Just so you can say you have a hot partner.
That hotness is only going to last. Like the stereotype is changing because there's people like my dad. I would say he probably looks the best he's ever did in his life. Like he's actually more like my dad's actually more in shape than I am, which is crazy. But like he's built, like he's taking care of himself at his age. He's a little bit older. He's getting up there. But like if you look at pictures of my dad from when he was 30, like I would say he was more tubbier in his 30s than he is now. He looks great now. And for being at his age. So that's not to say that the older you get, the worse you're going to look, by the way. I'm just saying, like, you could be out of shape. You could be whatever condition you're in, man. Like, you could have bad, I don't know, dietary habits. I don't know, whatever. You could really just not be at the best at 30. Mm-hmm. And then at 70, you look like J.K. Simmons. like J.K. Simmons looks better than he does. Like, he looks better now than he ever did when he was younger.
Absolutely.
He's in great shape. Yeah. So it's like, you can't
don't judge someone based on their appearance.
Yeah, that the whole point is that those things can change, man. Looks can change. You can I'm getting into repeating myself, but you get my point. Looks can change, and you always got to really focus on the heart. You got to focus on the person on the inside. And that's what these shows did really well. And this movie did really well with Fantastic Four. Just, the thing as a character in general. Like, you saw, that was a perfect example. Like, his wife, he came back, and his wife, who's his wife, was just like, get away from me.
Yeah.
But somebody he doesn't know is just like, come here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Exactly.
Like, I love you, you love me. I ain't gonna talk about Daredevil though. He picky. He I ain't gonna talk about Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock is a little picky, bro. He a little picky. Matt Murdock be getting around, okay? He be getting around. I
haven't gotten that far yet.
He be getting around. Let's just say that, okay? He got his body count higher than a lot of people.
I believe it. But
he just recently added to that body count with Jennifer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Let's not forget about She-Hulk. This man was doing a walk of shame in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
So, Matt Murdock be getting around. But anyways, man.
We do also have to talk about the reveal.
Yes, that's another thing we have to talk about. That's pretty big.
That was pretty big, and I'm so upset that it cut out literally as soon as it happened.
As soon as they were like, his name is... Boom, the power went off. We were like, you have to be kidding.
Yeah.
So, what do you have to say about that?
I'm upset because I made the prediction and now no one going to see that I made that prediction.
Yeah.
Because I was right, man.
She called it from the beginning, guys. She was like,
as soon as
his dad or somebody in his family is a mutant.
Yeah, because as soon as Wolverine said, "Oh, the name sounds familiar," I'm like,
"It's that part too."
Yes.
I remember that when Wolverine made that sus face.
Yes.
When he got kidnapped. Yes. Dang, bro, that was bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the episode to put that at least our reaction to that in it.
I don't know if I have it because remember the clip is jumping all over the place like one of those fast little fan cams.
Yeah,
like it's doing like those fan cams where you just move super fast and then there's like the slow mo and the fast and then the slow mo and then the fast. Like that's what the footage is doing.
It would just be a fan cam of ourselves.
It's like a really well unintentional edit of like a fan cam edit of like our reaction.
Yeah, but that was like a really big moment because this is so
I was thinking with the Wolverine side eye, he was like he made the most funniest side eye. I'm so mad. Oh dang, man.
Well, it can't change the past, but, at least we could talk about it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty big because now Friends of Humanity, F out of here. Is gonna really start crumbling or someone even worse comes up.
Yeah, they might even become worse than they are now.
I mean, Apocalypse keeps showing up. What's to say that he's not gonna...
mutants, tired of you.
Who's to say he's not gonna disguise himself and get himself in power?
Oh God, he already used them before. Why stop there?
Exactly. So
why stop there,
It's either going to crumble or something worse is going to come out of this.
Yeah.
So you really got to see where that's going to go because that's pretty major. You're Wolverine already had beef with Sabretooth. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, hey, now I know who your kid is too.
Yeah, right. He's going to lose his influence though.
Yeah.
Those other guys are boneheads though. So it's going to have to take somebody else. They're definitely followers. They're definitely... definitely sheep type people.
Yeah.
And they would definitely they just listen to whoever.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I ain't gonna try to make this whole thing, but a lot of people who are say people are sheeple.
Yeah.
You know those types of people?
I know.
It's ironic because they are actually sheeple themselves. Like,
Yeah.
they're not forming their own opinion. They're just listening.
Off of their Facebook.
They're just going off their Facebook messages of people trying to tell him that other people are sheep.
Yep, exactly.
But like, so you're not saying anything original. You're just saying the same thing everyone else is saying about people that you consider to be sheeple while being one at the same time.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Okay. Go off, I guess. I don't know. It's like these people in this episode, though. It's like that's what these kind of people are.
Yeah.
Like people who accuse people of being followers because they're like, "Oh, you're so liberal. You're such a follower." Oh, buddy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you not doing the same exact thing you're accusing people of?
You being a part of a party is you following somebody.
Listen, it's great to be in a position where I'm here. I'm an observer. Okay. I listen, I look, I comment. I don't like stupidity of any kind.
Yeah.
So I am on the side of intelligence. So,
man, stupidity is E for everyone.
Stupidity is E for everyone. That is very factual. Listen, I don't care about all that stuff because you see it in shows. Like you have to talk about it. Like,
yeah,
politics is in everything. I don't like to bring too much politics in the conversation on YouTube because we don't bring it up. I don't bring it up too much unless the show is talking about it.
Because usually it's something like The Boys.
Yeah.
The Boys has a lot of.
I've roasted The Boys so many times. I don't apologize for anything I've said about The Boys.
Yeah,
like I'm not roasted the show, but memed the things that they were memeing.
Oh yeah.
Like I agreed with all the memes.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, we love that show.
Trust me,
it is.
Listen, man, I don't like forced agendas of any kind. I just like people being themselves and just being real.
Thinking for yourself.
Just thinking for yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Just think for yourself and just, don't follow just blindly. Like just like think a little bit. Dang. Like just in this show too. I'm trying to keep the political conversation to this show.
Yeah. Because
it does reflect real life in ways. It's like you have these people who are just following this guy who's saying mutants are bad. Mutants are bad. I think we can all think of one person, but mutants are bad. Mutants are bad. Don't follow the mutants. Go back to where they come from. But I mean, you can't.
That's literally a line from the show.
I mean, that's literally a line from the show.
They did say that
multiple times, even But anyway, you have this guy just yelling. You got this guy yelling crazy. I wonder if I can think of somebody like that, but yelling crazy. And, you got all these people just following this dude for no reason, like not forming their own opinions. It's like the Stilgar meme. Listen, okay. And then everyone's like, yeah, listen, okay. Yeah. Like you're following these people. Like, so what's going to happen to FOH? Now, do they have someone smart enough? And we talked about, do they have someone smart enough to take over the group? Is Apocalypse just going to come in and just, sweep away, or they're just going to disband?
Or Sinister.
Sinister.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting about Sinister. Yeah. Sinister could play a big role in this too.
Yeah,
he could easily come in, and
Sinister is quite sinister.
Yeah, we since we last saw him, we've seen he's a long game planner.
Yeah,
I feel like Apocalypse just be creating his spots on the spot,
right?
Like creating his plans on the spot and be like, today I will do this.
Like this,
I will destroy the mutants today, and it's like maybe this plan will work. And he goes and does it. The plan didn't work. Damn it!
I must rethink.
Meanwhile, Mrs. Sinister is just like,
Just playing chess.
Yeah, this dude been messing with Jean and planning Scott's life since they were babies, bro.
Yeah.
This dude he's a long game planner, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I really still don't even know what his full goal is too, besides I want to enslave mutants. And then to be
I don't know what the thing is with enslaving mutants.
I don't know what's wrong with that.
I don't understand.
I don't know what their problem is, but and then we were talking about the Magneto and I almost said Dr. Phil. Magneto and Xavier.
Not Dr. Phil. No. Xavier.
But I was thinking, because here's how I got to Dr. Phil, right? I was thinking
Bald.
bald, but I was also thinking Sir Patrick Stewart. So Patrick Stewart
Phil.
is Xavier, Phil, bald head, Dr. Phil, Xavier. So that's when my brain just went to Dr. Phil. I don't know. My brain is a very weird place, guys.
Yep.
So, anyways. Yeah.
Xavier is Dr. Phil.
He might as well be.
He's probably better at his job.
Most likely, I mean, yeah, I think so.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
He is a better
He
therapist.
can well, he didn't help Sabretooth, so I don't really know.
He tried.
He didn't fully help Rogue.
Not everyone can be saved.
Not
He was
everybody
still
can
working
be
on
saved.
it.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's kind of trapped right now.
Yeah.
So not like everything wasn't built in a day, man.
Yeah. Well, we should probably wrap this up. We're getting pretty long on this
Yeah.
one. But anyways, that's pretty much sums up our thoughts of the episode in a review format instead of an actual reaction. We got to say a little bit of that at least. And yeah, I think we'll just wrap this up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will be posting another reaction today. So
The actual
knock on wood, actual reaction. So that will be up episode 11. Patreon, the whole Patreon got messed up, guys. So we don't have any other episodes up at the time of this recording.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, we were having computer issues all day yesterday. Literally finished work super late, hours later than we normally work.
Yeah,
So
we were working like literally all day,
like longer than normal, just to try to get anything up.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's that. Enough of that. Moving on. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it was. And we'll see you in the next one. Clockmaster and
Cosmic Banks.
out.